What's going on, everybody? My name is Haimuno, and welcome back to my Minecraft Survival Let's Play Series, episode 36. Now, in the last episode, we have been grinding it out here in the auto storage system. And to be quite frankly, I am tired of the auto storage system. Tired. I'm ready to get out and do something. I know the roof is not done. I know this little area is not done. There's not a build on it. I know. But we're going to get back to that eventually. And so what I want to do, one of my things that I'm really starting to realize as I'm sliding across some ice here, that I like doing is building farms. I love making farms. It's like what I love about Minecraft. It's one of the things, I think I'm preferring it over building. That was something I was wanting to set out and find out about myself. I did do the ceiling here. I wonder, do you guys like that ceiling? Do you want me to do sculk with the little warped blocks with frog lights behind it for some lighting? Let me know in the comments, because if that's the case, we might have to build a sculk farm. But today's episode, I think I'm going to... That's creepy. That's creepy. But anyway, on today's episode, I think I'm going to build a blaze farm, because I want to start getting my hand on an endless supply of end rods. And one of the ways to get in rods is with blaze rods. So let me gather up some materials and I'll meet you guys in the nether and we'll get started on that blaze farm. Okay, so here I am at a blaze spawner that I was found all the way back at that nether fort that I very first ever discovered. I think like all the way back on episode like 4 or 5, somewhere in there. But anyway, I lit it up with the glowstone so they shouldn't spawn. But I have like a shulker of a bunch of fire res. And I'm going to go ahead and take one now just in case something happens that I fall in lava. And this is a shulker craft design. So I'll leave the link to their video in the description. And basically I'm about to just mine out a big 13 by 13, 7 blocks down chunk pretty much. And then we'll get started from there. So enjoy the blaze farm time lapse. Hey, what's up, everybody? Just time for another time lapse here, building a blaze farm. I mean, I've always liked building blaze farms, but they're always scary, you know, because you got to drink a bunch of fire res. Luckily, my piglin bartering farm had a bunch of fire res potions in them, and you know they're just a nuisance, and like even lighting it up, I thought it would prevent them, but of course blaze are going to spawn, blaze are going to blaze. But I mean, I relatively had an easy time building this farm, just a lot of mining and everything. And normally I like to build these earlier so you don't have to worry about ever needing blaze rods. I just never really did a lot of potion brewing up until this point, and to be honest with you, I'm really doing it for the end rods because I've never built a purper farm. That may be coming in the future, and I just want to have a easy access to end rods. I think they go great in builds and everything like that, but you'll see me take out a few blaze here or there in the farm, and I will be linking the video into the description. It is a shulker craft farm, but this is my first video. I know I've released one video already in the new year, but this is like my first video that I was creating in the new year since the holidays are over with. And you know, just kind of locking back into the grind. And let me know how you're liking the time lapses, because I've kind of switched up the way I'm using a different mod. I'm using flashback mod now, and I like it better. It's a whole different thing than the replay mod. You get like more control over the angles and everything like that, but the music is what I'm really having a hard time. You know, like I really like this music, this soundtrack here, I think goes kind of great. It's a good vibe. It's a vibe, you know, and that is, but like do you think the video's like too fast through the montage here to the time lapse here, or do you think it's the right amount, or should I go slower, or should I speed it up even quicker? It's kind of hard because like you're trying to fit so much into an episode. Like if I just said, hey, I'm going to make this farm in the episode, I don't know if you guys would just like it. So it's like I got to try to, in my head, I gotta add more. I can't just be building a blaze farm. There's got to be more to it. And so this is just me kind of breaking the fourth wall here and getting your guys' opinion, because I feel like me learning, that is the whole goal of this. Like, I just wanted to learn. And like, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm making the content because it's something that, yeah, I like to do, but I'm also making it for you guys to watch, to have entertainment. So if it's like something you don't like, let me know, you know, I'll switch it up. I'm going to be learning from the experiences. But with that being said, though, I am like glad to be back in the grind. The holidays is over. It's always nerve-wracking around that time of year a little bit, you know, in a way. And then I got to relax a couple days, then grinding some Stardew Valley. But, you know, that's a comfort game of mine I play on the side. But Minecraft is my game. Minecraft is like my obsession. The minute I first played Minecraft, fell in love with it, and I've been hooked ever since for like the past 5 years. Just, I can't get enough of the game. Like, I play it, and then like when I think I'm getting burned out, it's like a day of rest from the game. And then like all I'm thinking about is like, what can I do next on Minecraft? How can I get better? What can I build? What farm can I do? You know, I watch a ton of Minecraft content myself. So yeah, this is just you know, a little voiceover while the montage is going on, building this blaze farm. It's actually a relatively easy blaze farm. Had a lot of fun making it, but I'm going to end the voiceover here and let you guys just enjoy the last few minutes of the time lapse, and hope you have a great start to your new year. Alright, as you can see, I am done with the blaze farm. So they all pretty much just funnel into this one little area here. I can swing and knock their little toes like so. And the blaze rods accumulate here through the hoppers into this chest. So yeah, now that I got that out of the way, that's great. Combined with the purple farm, I'll have infinite blaze rods, you know, blaze powder, in case I got a lot of potion brewing coming in my future. I may excavate this whole thing out so it's exposed. I'm definitely gonna be like closing this off so that I can't be seen by those, and have a tower, like maybe like a little entrance and exit tower, and blow another hole in the nether roof so I can get in and out from the nether roof anytime I just drop right in and take out blaze anytime I need blaze rods. But now that is all done, it's XP farm too. That's a cool thing. I can, when I'm sitting here watching my favorite show, I can just click away and gather blaze rods and XP. But now that that's over with, because let me collect myself, because you saw how at the end of that time lapse there that the putting the lava in, it got a little hairy there. So let me go put up all my blocks, back at base, and then we'll get started on another project in the video. Okay, so we're back from building the Blaze Farm. We're back out here in the kingdom, and I'm sitting on top of my favorite place to land. I don't know if I've said that before, probably mentioned it. But what I want to do now is I want to show off some stuff. Like, you're going to see all this orange wool laid out, and what that's for, let's start over here. What that's for is I just outlined where the wall, I've been talking about building a wall for the kingdom. And this is just going to highlight where the wall's going to go around the kingdom. Now, this isn't like firm. We may move it back or forward, but I just wanted to go ahead and kind of get an idea of where the wall of the kingdom's going to go. I'm not going to build the wall this episode. That'll be coming soon. But I wanted to just kind of get where the wall was at, because I got an idea for a couple of cool builds coming up, like one with the pale oak moss and the pale oak wood to make like a dead tree, like a spooky tree in a spooky graveyard, maybe with like an old ruined cathedral somewhere in the kingdom. I think that's a cool build that I'm kind of like, brainstorming right now. So I wanted to get like where the wall's going to be, so I know where I can put builds and like map it out. And look at all this rough terrain. All this is going to have to be like terraformed, because I've only terraformed like over to here. And another thing too that I've did as well is you can see that there's more of the pathway done. This path's been here, that path, and that path, but now this one branches off, and I finally finished it to where it comes here. You can look at the ancient creeper sign, letting you know like that's what that statue is. Now this is going to continue up this way towards the wool farm eventually, but then it breaks off here and it goes all the way and it connects up to the greenhouse. So I've been doing that, but while I was doing that, as it rains on me and turns night, and see, even at night here, I got it. See, I'm trying to get rid of torches. And so like there's lighting underneath. I think you can see some of the frog lights poking out. But while I was doing the path, that gave me the idea of what I'm going to do for the next project in this episode. Is you see these crops? And I've been growing some of the pitcher pods and the torch flowers here and stuff. I haven't, like, you really run out of the need for these crops. Really, unless you're got some huge massive villager trading farm. I know I got like some villager trading underneath the base back there, underneath the fortress, but like really you don't really need it unless you can get like an auto farm and you trade all the potatoes and stuff with villagers. So, but I'm not went that way in this series, but I've seen a cool design that I want to build for the crops, the three crops, the beets and the potatoes and the carrots, and just kind of give them their own little place. And I'll just keep manually farming them, because I'll probably like never need them. It's going to be more of an aesthetic thing. And then for like the pitcher pods and torch flowers, I just learned, I was today's year old when I found out that you can get farmers to actually grow those things. Did not know that you can set up an auto farmer for torch flowers and pitcher pods. That I'll have to make eventually down the road as well. Give me time to look at a good design and build it somewhere. And you can just have pitcher pods and torch flowers anytime you want them. That's pretty cool. But for today, I think to finish off this episode, I got this awesome build to kind of put the crops in their own place and get rid of this field that I literally built all the way back on episode 1. This is where I originally planted the wheat until I moved to the big wheat field there. And so I'm going to find a location to build this and then grab the materials up, and we'll build it to end off the episode. Okay, so I removed all the crops, as you can see here, and I've gathered up a bunch of the materials. And I've already grabbed out the mossy stone brick and stone brick, because I'm going to make these circular, like little structures. They're not going to be really buildings, but they're all going to be combined, and it's going to house like the carrot, the beetroot, and the potato, just to kind of give them some flair and not have them just be in boring little rows. and I'm going to decorate it, and it's going to be put here near the castle because it's going to be like the king's like garden patch kind of vibes that we're going with. But I want to give myself some room off the hill here. So let's go 3, 4, 5. We're going to create a circle. Now I got these other blocks, so like I want to throw in something like this vibes along the way there to kind of give it this mossy cobble gradient, well, mossy stone brick. So I think what I'm going to do to make it easier on myself is just put the stone brick in and then come back and add the gradient in a minute. But then the circle is going to go like this, and then it's just going to be another 2 with the 5 behind it, 4, 5, and then 2 here, then 1, 2, then 2 again, then the 5, 3, 4, 5, 2 again, 1, 1, and then the 2 with the 5 behind it, 3, 4, 5, the 2, and then bam, bam, and then the 2. And see, that's one circle. That's going to be the back circle there. Now we're going to come off of this side and go 5 again. 2, see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 2, and then 1, 2, then they do the 2 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 together. 1, 2, 2 here, then the 5 again. 2, might not, 3, 4, 5. It's okay. I switched up there, but it'll be okay. I mean, I'm gonna add in the gradient anyway. Then 2 again, and then bam, 1, 2, 3, and then see, it makes another circle that conjoins with that circle. And then we're just going to come and do the same thing here. I can go ahead and start adding some of this gradient that I want to add. Boom, boom. 3, 4, 5. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. But yeah, this is just something to kind of give me like a nice little build to house the crops and, you know, do something different than the standard like crop patch. I was getting tired of those crops being in the way when you come there for like the path. 3, 4, 5, 2, and then we do the 1, 2, then doom, 1, 2, 3, and there we go. So I'm gonna real quickly add some gradient to this, and we're gonna do it like this. There we go. So there is the gradient. We've added in moss and the mossy cobble. Oh, looks like it needs a little bit more there. Yeah, there's the gradient. Now, the next part, let's throw these back up because we'll be done with those. The next part is I want to grab these tough walls and the end rods, because now what we're going to do is go around to each one of the places like so, and add in, and then where it's add in the walls, because what's gonna, like, I don't want it to go all the way around the wall, all the way connected, because it looks weird. It looks too much. So to break it up, throw end rods on these little corner points here, and then just add the walls. No, that's gonna be an end rod. These two are gonna be gone. These two are gonna be dirt to connect them. And I want to say, yep. Boom, boom. Do this side like so. Boom, boom. And do this side just to sort of break it up there. And then see the end rods also light this place up. Yeah, I want to say this is gone too. I think I eliminated all this. Yeah. So it's like one, it just opens up and you can come in here. Same thing here, but let's put this is actually, going to be the stairwell in. Huh. Hold on, I'm a little puzzled by something. Okay. I don't know. But yeah, this is going to be the entrance in. So we're going to do the same. I don't know, this looked a little, I thought it'd be bigger right through here, but I guess not. Oh, I see why. Okay, so I figured out what was wrong. It was this circle the whole time. This circle, I had it off. I only had it like 4 blocks here. So it made the circle taper off and come in closer. I knew it was supposed to be 3 blocks wide through here. So that threw me off. Now back to what I was trying to show you with the end wall, with the end rods and the tough stone, the tough brick walls. Anyway, it's going to be like 5 like this, and then the 2 here, and then on each little spot that's a diagonal, it's just going to get end rods. So let me quickly place all of these in place, and then I got to go grab some dirt because I never grabbed dirt, and we'll fill in the dirt and the water and put the water in and start hoeing it up and putting some of the crops in. So I just went down to the base to grab the dirt to fill up the garden, and boop. I just love doing that. But yeah, here you can get, let me land on top of this tree, but you can get like, oh well, let's make sure I land on top of the tree. I don't know how I missed this huge giant oak tree here. There we go. But see, you can see what I was talking about there. I got it all fixed. I got the tough wall. Let's zoom in a little bit. I got the tough walls in place with the end rods and the gradient. Man, it's looking good, but now I'm gonna fill it up with dirt. Let's do that. And let's speed this part up here. Okay, so we got it all watered up, and one of the things that I want to do to like cover it up so you don't fall in the hole if I ever decide to come harvest it is I'm going to use the copper grates. Now these are not oxidized yet, but over time they will, which would be cool. They'll slowly oxidize over time, and then with this grid of water, everything ought to be able to become farmland now. So I'm just going to hoe it up, and then I'm going to go ahead and plant the crops so that they can be growing. And then I'm going to do some little tidbit decorations around the outside, and I'll bring you guys back in once we get to doing the decorations on the outside of the circle here. All right, so all the crops are planted and doing good. I went and got 3 stairs because I forgot those. Little stairway, and then coming out of the stairway, I want to make a path. Let's see how to, okay, yep, right here. Coming out of this one, boom, boom. There we go, and just fill this in with some of the like moss. I even brought a couple blocks of the pale moss, cobble, mossy cobble, all these fun little blocks here. Oh, I grabbed 2 of I need the regular stone. There we go. And let's just take the rockets out of the inventory for, and I mean very light bits of the pale moss, like maybe 1 or 2, 3 blocks of it. Same thing with the cobblestone. Not a lot of the cobblestone. I want a lot more of the greener block. Let's get some stone brick. Let's get some of the grays out of the way. And then we're just going to come in with quite a bit of the green blocks to finish it out there. And there we go. It's like a little pathway leading in. And I wanted to switch these 3 blocks to the mossy stone brick blocks. There we go. And that's the little pathway. I'm going to be changing out here. Yes, the torch flowers and the pitcher plods. And I need the stairs. There we go. Okay, what I want to do here is actually make 2 little shelves on the outside, on the front here, because one is going to have 3 individual chests, not combined, and they're going to house the crops, 1 for each crop. And then this one over here is actually just going to have 2 big pots and then a small pot in the middle there that's going to house this eye blossom. And then that's just to have, because you can't have one table and not have one on this side. It's like symmetry vibes. Got to have one and the other. Eventually, I am going to hunt down sherds one episode and go and get, so I can start decking, so they're not just plain Jane pots. And now let's put the pitcher pods. That's cool. I did not know they could grow on the gray moss. That's good to know. And then 3 torch flower pitcher pod. Now I have more. I want to do the same thing on this side. I have more of these flowers growing. Matter of fact, let's go see if they're done. Before I started building this, I decided to grow a couple. No, they're right there. See, that'll finish me off up here. Eventually I'll come back and add that to it. Okay. Now the final thing is just to go around with the big flowers here and put like in these corners and just mix it up. Do 1 of each like so, and then start it back over again. Then come here and do red again, and then do the peonies. And then there we go. That is the garden build, the little vegetable garden build here. I mean, I like it. I mean, let's go to free cam just to kind of take it all in, the vibes of it. I know the other flowers are going to go here to finish it off. I may come in and add some like clusters of bushes back in these little corners where it corners off. But I mean, this is just, I'm probably never going to, oh man, I didn't hoe those 2 spots, and it's not because they don't get water. It's I just left them out. I have to get those 2 spots. I mean, it's not like I'll ever probably use this and harvest it, because like I said, I'm not really using I'm not really using the crops. I'm using pumpkin melons for my trades. But this was just something because I built the vegetable thing. Oh man, what is that? I got a patrol trying to patrol into my village. Sorry, sirs, you are not welcome in my village. There we go. Anyway, distraction, sorry. But yeah, I built this vegetable garden like way back on the first episode. They just been kind of sitting there doing nothing. So I just figured it's time to do something different with them, and I like giving them their own little place. So, and plus it's an aesthetic build to add to your world. But with an arrow to the side of my head, I think it is actually time for me to end the episode, everyone. So I hope you really enjoyed today's episode. I hope you come back for another one. If you're not subscribed to the channel, consider subscribing to the channel. We have fun here. It is time to end the episode. Like I said, my name is Haimuno. I hope you had a great time. I hope to see you next time. Goodbye.